Katie, Pirate Volleyball coming off of 2 wins on the road in conference play at Lewis and Clark and George Fox last weekend. Take us back through those 2 wins from your perspective.
Sure. Friday night we were at Lewis and Clark, got the win in 3 sets, but it was a struggle at first for us. Offensively, we were just kind of struggling to get in a good rhythm. Had to work through just a little bit of adversity. They always have a really good crowd. It's always really loud. It just can be a tough gym to play in, but kind of found our way through, worked through the struggles, and were able to get that 3-set win, and then taking that momentum. A quick turnaround, we played George Fox at noon on Saturday, and that was a really highly anticipated match for us. We knew they were going to be a tough opponent. We were tied at the time for first place. They only had 1 loss against UPS, as we did, so I felt like mentally, emotionally, physically, we were really, really prepared, even though it was a short turnaround. I think all week we had been kind of building up to play George Fox. Felt really confident in knowing kind of their strengths and their weaknesses. And I thought we really executed our game plan well and just played a really, really solid match. I was really proud of our girls with overall every single one of them just showed up and played their very best.
I think we certainly saw this in both matches this weekend, but Whitworth is now that team that every opponent in the conference is going to get up for, trying to have their best match for, have their best crowd for. How is this team adjusting to that? Is it something that gets them excited too? Is it something that they don't even notice? How is this team responding to that?
Yeah, I think they're just still kind of getting used to that a little bit. I think Friday night we were expecting it. We knew it was going to be a tough match, and we knew wherever LC was at, they were going to give us their very best, and they certainly did. I do think a good crowd and a loud environment motivates us rather than discourages us. I think that's always fun to play in a good environment, and George Fox had a good environment as well, and I just think it helps us mentally. We just know that we're always going to have to be at our very, very best, and I think our girls are willing to take on that challenge, and I think right now I am impressed with their resiliency.
This weekend, back at home against 2 teams that are dangerous. Pacific has a win over Puget Sound. Linfield much improved from last year. Talk about some of the challenges, some of the things that these 2 teams do that we'll have to counteract.
Yeah, Pacific is a really talented team. They have a couple of players that we competed against last year, a talented outside who up until last week was in the top of the nation in kills per set and leading our conference in kills per set, Mara Murphy. So we're going to have to work to shut her down, and I think Pacific is gaining a lot of confidence. They're working well and playing well together. Like you said, coming off of a couple of big wins, and they're still a contender, in our conference, having only 2 losses. They're just right behind us. So this is a win we need to get, especially at home, playing in front of our home crowd. And then Linfield as well. I mean, last year they were last in our conference, but already have a couple wins under their belt and have a talented team. They have another good outside. And I think every game they're just getting better and better. And like you said, I think they're going to be up. They want to beat us.